SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the LA Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West. The Seahawks and Chargers are underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, break. Come on. Hit. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Franco 80, Dragon 60, Warrior 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to pump this one away. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. Take it at the 37. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the ground, this is Amari and Hampton. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
380. Crowd right. 380.
Now it's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance. Herbert off of play action. The pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
At the 44-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
2nd and 4. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Hadn't been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. We're scoreless after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
He was taken down.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
From the gun, it's Walker. He will push his way down to about the 14. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Come on.
He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
16 more yards. That's another Chargers first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
10 more yards. That's another Chargers.
Herbert now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. They snap it to Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Clayton Johnston, 48 yards. And the Chargers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
And they're on 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
But it brings up 4th.
Now back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
21.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call it a timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seahawks.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, Walker waiting. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty solid return. Nearly got into the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A run once more with Hampton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, go lock. Set.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by Boye Mafe. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. They'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover. There's one more score. This game's over.
Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Set. 380. Ground. Ground.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's not going to get in as the big body stop him at the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Set.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. the sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Delta, ready.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Full near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Whoa, you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like. Hey, 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 you can't stop this.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. Choke with my white goods and bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Grasping to control, so I better hold on.
707 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like Pope, and 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They start the drive with Cook. And then maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 70 yards. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Bills 6.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
On first down, back to Harvey. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Nix. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
54-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section.
Six 0 our score after one. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a fourth down coming up. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 35 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Stop.
Allen will try to throw for it. And this will be caught. This time the two-point conversion works, and it's 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tyler Beatty, 70 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
The Broncos will line up for the...
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Nix to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Ready, 180,
to throw, here's Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Taron Johnson brought him down. A 2-yard gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
ready,
They're going. It's Nix. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he's locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Nick's going to keep this himself, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Hey, we're going good.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Nick's going to give to Hardy. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. Trucks over him. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims from 21 yards away. And the Broncos have come back to make it a 2-point game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Broncos 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Bombers. Hold on a sec.
The final shot before break. Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Third and 9.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
29-yard line. A gain of 5.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Setting up the screen for Cook. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now Allen.
26-yard line.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For a 2-point conversion.
It's complete. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to